Hello and welcome, it's Boecraft here with another Kerbal Space Program video. That's a mouthful. Yes, Kerbal Space Program, doing another episode. And I think on my channel I'm really gonna have three main games that I'm gonna play, which will be Minecraft, SimCity, and Kerbal Space Program. Man, I love this game. I think it's worth the money. Alright, so let's do our one flight in progress of Boecraft compared to 17 on my other world. Love this game so much. Haven't done much in it. All I've gotten to on this game is to Mun, and that's the moon of Kerbin. Or actually, it really should be pronounced moon, even though it's spelled M-U-N, but the U is a German umlauted, which are the two little dots over some like German words you see, and so you kind of pronounce it moon. So, and the only reason why I know that is because I take German, or I'm learning German, so. Alright, so we got a satellite in orbit, and we gathered up enough scientific data to where we're pretty comfortable in sending a person up. Can I, like, load up other, like, spacecraft that I built? No. Only on this world. Okay, so, getting a Kerbal up into orbit. Let's get here a Mark 16 parachute, because, you know, we want our little Kerbal to live. Now let's go structural. Yeah, let's add in here a decoupler for when we land back onto the surface. And now into propulsion, we'll need here a stage to help us deorbit. Let's get a ton of these stacked, or a bunch of these decouplers. More decouplers, and more decouplers. Alright. Let's get another one of these. Actually, we need a decoupler first, because we kind of want this rocket to kind of separate itself. Alright, so we'll need one of those. Let's get another one of those little engines. This will be a really skinny rocket. I think I'm just going to follow a similar profile to what I did for the satellite, because this is a skinny rocket. We'll now need one of those or two. Let's get two. Yeah, I need two of those, if memory serves me well, and we'll need the LV-T45 liquid engine. Get that thing placed right there. Do that, and go into structural. Or actually, maybe I should try a new design. Yeah, let's go for a new design, because I feel awesome today. Alright, this is a thing I just figured out how to do by watching a lot of YouTube videos over the couple of days since I first filmed the episode, even though I uploaded it yesterday. I actually filmed it a few days before, so I've had quite a bit of research time, and I figured out how to do a lot more stuff, like how to do something which is what I'm about to do, which is called asparagus staging. So we want that not to 8, we want that symmetry set to 6. And let's set all of these things up here. Whoops. Let's try and fix that. Actually, no, I want it to be set up like so. And then we'll have to set the symmetry down to 2. I have those extra decouplers on the side, those side decouplers for a reason, so I can figure out where to set up these decouplers, which are the ones we are actually gonna use. Okay, set another one right there, and our final one right there. Alright, beautiful. Now we can just get rid of that set. Okay, let's get into propulsion. I should have built this thing better. Okay, I goofed quite a bit. Oops. Let's hope I can fix this. And I can't. Okay, yippee-ki-yay. Okay, but I do know pretty much how it's supposed to work out, so let's just set those. Just move them down a wee bit. Right there. And move our last decoupler right there. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, now let's get that all set up, and now if I hit Alt and left click, I can duplicate that part that I just built, which is absolutely useful. Alt click again, and do it one more time. So that should... oh, I got a slight goof, I believe. Snap. Okay. Let me see if I can mend this. There we go. So now that all looks pretty equal. Wonderful. Okay, now let's get engines put in, and I just did something right there. What kind of engines do we want? Let's get these guys, the T30s. Okay, I'll have to do these things 2 at a time. Lovely. Got a center engine, engines out there, wrong engine, and an engine out there. Alright, wonderful. A 7-engine rocket, my goodness. Okay, now we're gonna need external fuel lines and do a bit of fuel line connection. So this rocket will actually launch asparagus style. And just a cool fact about asparagus, I'm not sure why I'm talking about this, but asparagus, I believe, is the only food, or one of the only food, that has negative calories. So, but I could be wrong, because after all, it is the internet, and, you know, well, actually, you know, things on the internet, you can't put anything on the internet that isn't true, so, you know, yeah, we're good. Alright, there we go. Now we have our fuel lines all set up. So essentially what's going to happen is this tank is going to run out, even though all these engines will be on. These 2 tanks, this one and the one on the opposite side, will run out because it is feeding fuel into this engine and into basically all these other engines and filling up these other guys' tanks. So that all these tanks will be full until it's the last rocket of the line, or last tank of the line. So these set of 4 tanks, the 2 on the other side and these 2, will essentially fuel the whole rocket. They'll run out, we'll jettison those, then these 4 will start going, they'll run out, we'll jettison those, and then finally this set of 4, and then they'll run out, and then we'll just be left here with this one center one, which we can use to get into orbit. So, let's add in here some struts. You can never have enough struts is one good motto I've learned over the past couple of days since I last filmed. So, if you guys are playing Kerbal Space Program, you can never have enough struts. Alright, so let's just get these struts all set up, like so. Have one here in the middle, because we don't like our rockets ripping apart on us and killing a Kerbal. My goodness, losing a satellite, I guess that is fine, but losing a Kerbal, that is a no-no, but it will happen, that I do know. Because that's kind of one thing you can do in the game, is figure out how to kill as many Kerbals as possible. But I've had a pretty good track record. Well, actually, not a good track record, because now that I think of it, lately I've been trying to land a rover on Moon, and I've had one crash into the surface. I've had one where I didn't set up the fuel lines right, and then the last one, the rover got damaged, and then later on traveling around the moon, it destroyed itself. So I now have a stranded Kerbal on my other world. Alright, let's get here a set of struts. That did not work. Get a set of struts from here to that tank and do that another 3 times. This construction here is gonna take a while, so I'll probably just have like a crossfade right about now until we are done with the rocket. So fins. Aerodynamics. Let's get standard Cunard, because fins are always useful, especially in the atmosphere. So let's just get those slapped on. For some odd reason, this last set wants to be a little stupid head. Okay. And let's get a pair of fins in each and every one of these so we still have added control after the outer tanks get disconnected from the main rocket. Alright. Fin Mendus. Alright, now we need a name for this lovely spacecraft with a lot of fins for control. Asparagus style. What name should we give it? Let's call it the A1, I guess. Or no, wait, let's call it the AP, capital P1, for, Asparagus Person 1. Alright. The AP1 rocket. I think that's all the stuff I need. Maybe we could add in some science stuff. Let's add in some communications arrays. Because I like communicating back to Kerbal. Man, I just cannot seem to stop working on this ship. Utility. Battery. Alright, now let's get a couple of these antennas, plural of antenna, on, and let's get a super large communications array so maybe we can like talk to our communications satellite if we so wish. I could just put it right there, yes. No, we're not. We're gonna just set the symmetry to 2 and do that, and then let's just do it just for the heck of it. Let's add in some solar panels, and I figured out how to open them. Open up these big sets, so now we don't need those other weird solar panels, so let's just attach 2 of them, I guess. Alright, there we go, the AP1 rocket. Ready to launch. Let's launch this thing, so I don't get any more ideas of building it. I forgot to do action groups. Oh well, we can do that in the next episode. Alright, what's our man's name? Fredlock. Oh, it's not Jebediah. Sad day. Jebediah always seems to be the first guy. Okay. Let's turn on SAS. Throttle up, and shoot. I forgot something, so. Vehicle assembly building. I forgot to set up the asparagus staging. That is something really important. Get all those engines in. And where's our first set of decouplers? Right there. So let's add in 2 more stages. Move you down there, and I'm assuming you're that pair. So now it should be that, then that, and then finally that. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Alright. Now we can launch the AP1. Alright, one minor technical glitch. But now we're ready. Currently we're just waiting for everything to load. Alright, green flashy light. I like green flashy light. Alright, spacebar. Launch. Hooray! I've actually never built an asparagus rocket on these small parts. Only on the big ones. Looks like we're doing quick. Man, we actually got off the ground real quick. So, I actually have a lot of thrust on those engines. And that is loud. I'm going to turn my computer volume down a bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's look at our map. Pull up our nav ball. It's actually pretty empty up here for once. I haven't seen it this empty since I started playing the game. KFOS. What was that stand for? I can't remember anymore, but some of our tanks emptied off, so now we can just jettison those, watch those things spiral to the ground. Lovely. Alright, we are still climbing up with now 5 engines instead of 7. And this is essentially how the asparagus rocket works, because now if we were to look into like this tank, it's still full off, while this tank is emptying and then the rest of these tanks are full, so because all the fuel is flowing every which way, filling up all the other tanks. So alright, Let me see here. We're waiting. Waiting. How's our apoapsis? Going away from us. That is excellent. I just heard engine shut down. Detach those. And now we can start our gravity turn. Really late this time. Got a bit of a roll issue. I need to really fix that roll ASAP. Turn SAS back on, because now we got a slight issue. Oh no. Okay. Stop rolling. I told you to stop rolling. SAS. Yes. Alright, like a boss. Okay, actually, we really need to start, like, banking this rocket over. Go, go, go. RCS on. Get that added boost. We need that ASAP. Alright, turn SAS back on. Look at our resources. How much mono propellant do we have? Quite a bit. Alright, okay. Full over. Turn SAS back on. Stop, rocket. Stop. Alright. Yippee-ki-yay. We be sitting pretty. Alright, I think I can shut off RCS for now, because we will need that for later. Detach the final set. They came off nice and clean. They didn't hit anything, which is absolutely wonderful. Okay. I just realized something. That first satellite we launched wasn't a communications satellite. Looky there. Okay. How high is this thing? 300 meter orbit. Okay. Let's try and get this thing up to 150 kilometer orbit, so. Before we hit the X key, which will shut off all of our engines, even though we only have one burning right now. 137, 38, 39, 140, 41, 42, 43, 44. Alright, getting ready for engine shutdown right now. Alright, and we're in space. So, and look, we still have plenty of fuel left. This is all the, like, the propellant we still have. Actually, this top tank still has fuel. That is the glory of asparagus staging. You get a much lower rocket, and you save quite a bit of gas in that center stage, which is very important, especially if you want to go to Mun. Actually, I have no doubt we could go to Mun right now on this rocket, but we're going to save that for later, so. Alright. Let's just wait for us to get to our apoapsis, and then we'll throttle up to circularize our orbit. So, just trying to time warp. Alright, I really want to get to that apoapsis right in time. Alright, we're waiting. Okay. Turn off SAS. Will our gyros work? Yes, they are working. Engines are not on, and we don't have RCS on, which is excellent. Let's just point this rocket prograde. Actually, let's turn on RCS right now until we throttle up. Alright, throttle up. Okay, now we should be able to stabilize our orbit. Stand by on our engine shutoff key. Big old crater right there. Okay. We're still on our throttle to get to our periapsis. My bad. Kill? I can never seem to, like, fully circularize the orbit, but 158 and 148. 10 kilometer difference, but oh well, I guess that'll work for now. And we're actually pretty tilted. It looks like our first satellite was really close to an equatorial orbit, but the AP1 got a bit wonky, so. Okay, we actually have no need for this center stage, so we'll just, jettison that center stage, actually. and just do a little bit of a throttle to push us away, and we'd be in a good place. So now we just need to extend our solar panels so then we can communicate back to the ground. Let's open up that antenna and let's open up that guy. I hit toggle, thank you. Okay, now let's open up that guy. You didn't do it. Thank you. And I don't want to get into the RCS tank. I want to extend that antenna and the lower one. There we go. All of our cool equipment is now up and ready. Battery is fully charged, which is excellent. Let's do a quick time warp around the planet so we can get our ship back into the daylight. And then we can view at it and end off this episode. So, I think it's going to be a really quick episode, but oh well. Oh, I can actually see... What is that? Is that debris? Is that our debris? Yeah, that's the... one of our stages, actually, way over there. We must have got... Oh yeah, it's on a lower orbit, so he actually got away from us, but... Yep. Right now he's transiting the home sun, but... Look at that! Oh man, that is awesome. I got a ship up into orbit. Pretty regular. Alright, I'd be happy now. So, there we go. We got a manned rocket into orbit, and on the next episode we shall get a 3-man rocket into orbit, and then probably after that we'll go to Mun. And then who knows after that, because that's as far out as I've gone for a manned mission. So, who knows. We have a huge horizon to work with, that's for sure, on all these different planets. Maybe we can actually go to one of Jules' moons here, called Val. Not Val, the innermost moon, Lathe. I think it'd be really cool to get to this moon, because look at that liquid water, islands, and everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so... on a foreign moon with a gas giant in the background, I shall say, this is Boecraft, and I bid you all farewell on your life's journeys and adventures. Thanks so much for watching.